Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for the latest mini episode of the What Are We Watching podcast, the podcast where I watch kid shows with my kids and then I complain about them and they try to convince me that they're great.
Yeah, Carlin turns on the TV, Christian flips off the screen, cause there's no good children's shows that he's seen. We've got dogs with blogs, superheroes in the ER. All dads are dumb and kids have better PR. Carlin just smile, Christian sits with the scowl. He complains to his son, all the kids shows suck now. They sit and discuss the show's plus and minuses while you listen or watch on YouTube to the arguments. Who is right? Is it the son or the dad? Either way you get to laugh knowing Christian is mad. So pull up a chair, get the corner poppin'. Here's a new episode of What Are We Watching?
All right, well, I am excited to be here. We have had a lot going on. My son Carlin and I just got back from MapCon, which is the Mid-Atlantic Podcast Convention. It was in Philly, or right outside of Philly in New Jersey, and it was excellent. Carlin and I both spoke to the conference, and boy, did that go over well. There were a lot of people shaking Carlin's hand, telling him how great he was, and he was phenomenal. He did a really good job. So we spoke there, and I even hosted a dating game show where people got to choose a podcaster that they would like to mentor them in their podcasting careers. It was a lot of fun. So shout out to Joe Pardo who puts that together. Thanks for inviting us to MapCon this year, and we will see you again next year. That's for sure, Joe. Thanks a lot. Well, we've got some new audio equipment that we're trying out this week, so if you think it sounds a little different, let me know. Is it good, bad, better, worse? We're trying out a new Zoom H5. It's got different mic attachments, and when I record the mini episodes, I like to do it mobile. I walk to the park and I'll record there, or I'll just go sit in my car sometimes, or I'll sit at a coffee shop or a restaurant. I just like doing the mini episodes mobile, so I'm trying out the new Zoom H5. And man, I'm really happy with it. It's got awesome mic attachments. Maybe you don't care about how we record the podcast, but some people ask me, what equipment do you use? And a lot of times we use the Zoom H4n, but this is a bit of an upgrade because we can change from a podcast mic to a shotgun mic to a microphone for recording live shows, which is awesome. So that's what I'm recording on for all you gearheads and nerds that ask me about equipment. This episode is recorded on the Zoom H5. Let me know what you think about the sound. All right, also, we have just launched a new series here on the What Are We Watching podcast called Retro versus Contemporary. That's where we watch a retro show like Boy Meets World, and then the contemporary version, Girl Meets World. We did that in our very first inaugural episode of this season, and boy, was that great. Man, I had so many comments and likes and shares on that episode. Really great. A lot of people remember Boy Meets World fondly. They don't remember, however, how much they talked about sex on that show with 7th graders, and they were a little shocked when they heard it again. But it was a great conversation starter, and I'm glad so many people liked that episode. Now we have a new Versus series, and we've got a challenge from Justin Connors from Justin and Sarah Vlogs. Take it away, Justin.
Hey, Christian and Carlin, Justin at Justin and Sarah Vlogs, and we're having a little argument today about something. Guys! Hey, guys! Hannah, what are you arguing about?
Which Full House is better?
Oh, which Full House is better? What do you think?
I like the newer one better. Fuller House.
Hannah, what do you like better?
Full House.
We're having a dilemma, guys. The only way to solve this, I think, is to do a What Are We Watching retro versus contemporary. I think that's the only way. What do you think?
Help us!
All right, there you have it. Justin has challenged us to watch Full House and Fuller House. His kids are arguing over which one is better. I'm not going to tell you because we haven't watched the episode yet. So here's what you do. You check the show notes below and we will tell you what episode of Full House we're watching and what episode of Fuller House we're watching. You know you can catch Fuller House on Netflix. You might be able to catch it free online in a couple places. But I will link below which episodes we're watching. You watch them this week. You watch them right now. And then come back next Wednesday for the full episode of the What Are We Watching podcast. And we are going to talk Full House versus Fuller House. All right, now one thing we always like to discuss in our mini episodes about the shows we watch is, would it be better animated? Now, would Boy Meets World or Girl Meets World be better animated? No, that's just a family show. It doesn't have superhero powers. Not that that's what it needs, but it's not really an absurd show. I don't think that it would be any better animated. The best family animation show I've seen is Bob's Burgers. I mean, of course, The Simpsons is great. Well, you know what? King of the Hill, that's actually my favorite family. But King of the Hill is canceled. My favorite live TV show that's animated about families is Bob's Burger. But it has crazy, wacky things that are happening in it all the time. People walking around in hamburger costumes. Kids that are doing crazy things like running off to the fisherman's wharf all the time. I don't know. I don't think Boy Meets World or Girl Meets World would be better animated. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe they could do some wackier stuff. But Boy Meets World really hit home with real problems and was realistic and has real parents that care about their kids and want them to do better and discipline them. And Girl Meets World was definitely trying to do that, but I don't think it would be better animated. All right, well, send us your challenge video or challenge audio if that's how you want to do it. You can send us a picture of yourself, but you can just record it on your cell phone and send it to whatarewewatchingpodcast@gmail.com, and we will put the challenge up live, and then you can see your challenge and then watch the next episode where we watch those shows on retro versus contemporary. Hey, and don't forget, when your challenge is picked, you will be sent a thank you from the What Are We Watching podcast, like an Amazon gift card or a Nintendo DS gift card. So get those challenges sent in. We look forward to seeing them, and we'll see you next week for the full episode.
This production is brought to you by the Plaid Dad Blog Podcast Network. For more information, visit us at plaiddadblog.com.